We are just days away from 2024. Can you believe it? And the word of the week is resolutions. So here to help us break down some of those attainable New Year's resolutions is Kelly from Innovative Health. Welcome back into Studio 10.
Thank you so much for having me again.
Yes, and we are on the same wavelength. Look at, we're matching.
We are.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be. But it's also meant to be because we're glad to have you here this time of year because, you know, I think a lot of people, we're hopeful and ready to start a new year, maybe a new clean slate. However, it can be overwhelming on where to begin. So what's that first step we should take into making our resolutions?
So, well, you want to have a plan. You want to have an idea of what you want to accomplish. And one of the first steps you can take just is to have an accountability partner. So friend, family member, somebody that's going to support you, that is going to be positive, but also not let you kind of fall off track with your goals.
Okay, someone that to be there kind of every step of the way to talk to, you know, through your highs and your lows.
Correct.
Regardless of what that resolution is.
Yes.
Now, getting into those goals, getting into those resolutions, how can we make them SMART? I heard you have a nice acronym. We love acronyms. We love metaphors here on Studio 10.
Yes.
So how can we do that?
So SMART goals they're all over, so you can easily search this, you know, on the web and find information on SMART goals. But it is an acronym and it has ways to just provide structure and guidelines to your goals. So the first is S would be setting a specific goal. So you could say, I want to change my diet. You know, I want to improve my cholesterol. I want to exercise, but that's not specific. So if you want to exercise, being more specific and saying, I'm going to walk.
Oh.
Instead of just, I'm going to exercise. M is measurable. So again, if you choose, I'm going to walk, okay, well, how many days a week? For how much time? So having a measurable outcome of that.
Yeah.
And then we've got, after that, we have A, which is attainable. So you want to pick something that you can actually attain. So if you are someone who's never run in your life and you're like, I'm going to run a marathon, maybe have a smaller goal before that of just running a 5K rather than having the marathon be the big goal. So it's got to be attainable. And then we also have the R, which is relevant. And so you want to make sure it's something that you really want. You know, it's kind of your why. You know, you want to have like passion behind it and have it be applicable to your life.
I like that. And then how do we end it with the T?
With the timeliness.
Gotcha.
So you want to have a time frame. So an open-ended goal it's kind of wishy-washy. So you want to be like, okay, if I'm going to run a 5K, my 5K is April 15th. So that's my goal for being able to run the 5K. And then not forgetting after you've achieved your goal, you know, we want to kind of maintain that too.
But I also know that we're all human, and as great, we have those good days, and sometimes we have those bad days. So what if, how can we kind of keep up and not get discouraged if we have maybe a good day here and there, and then maybe a small setback? What are some good things to keep in mind?
Be kind to yourself. So of course that's going to happen. You know, you've got a sick kid, so you can't do your workout that day. So I think staying away from all or nothing or black and white mentality is super important here. So, you know, things will happen. That's life, and we have to learn to roll with that. And that's kind of where your accountability partner might be able to help you out too. You know, just verbalizing to them like, oh, I'm frustrated. This hasn't been working this week because somebody's sick or someone at work is out and I have to cover. I have less time. So, you know, just because you have setbacks doesn't mean it's the end of the world. And celebrate your accomplishments too.
Right.
But I will caution against celebrating with food. So that can be self-defeating for a number of ways. So other things like get a pedicure or, you know, take an hour to yourself going for a walk outside, you know, treating yourself in other ways that don't involve food.
Well, it's been a pleasure to talk with you, kind of to get ready to kick off 2024. I feel more ready than ever. Thanks for just talking to you for a couple of minutes. But for folks at home that want to learn more about the SMART goals or learn more about what you do, we have, of course, information on the screen below to get a hold of Kelly and get some of this knowledge. But thank you so much, Kelly, for stopping in.
Thank you. It was great.
Yes. So happy New Year. I'll see you next year.
Yes.